first let's watch Pat Robertson. He's going to talk about Bush in a way you might be surprised about, and Obama in a surprising way as well. Let's watch.
Do you think that the president now is handling it correctly with all of this bailout money, these loans to some of these private industries and these banks?
Suzanne, I frankly think that this TARP has been mishandled, mismanaged. I am not at all pleased with the way they've done it. I know they needed a rescue, but they pulled a number out of a hat, 700 billion. They didn't know exactly what they needed, and they haven't spent it helping the consumers, helping homeowners. It's all gone in to shore up the balance sheet of the banks, and the banks aren't lending. So I don't, to me, think it was well done.
Who do you think actually dropped the ball? Do you think it was the president, the administration, or perhaps the automakers, the banks? Do you blame anyone in particular?
Well, it's hard to assess blame, but over the years, I hate to be critical. I mean, I am a Republican, and this is, you know, the president of the party that I'm a member of. But I think we've had some serious goofs along the way. The Katrina matter was terrible. The rebuilding of Iraq has been terrible. The handling of the economy right now has been terrible. It hasn't been handled in what I would consider a professional manner.
How would you grade the president in light of all of the laundry list that you just listed there?
Well, you know, history may accord him a higher grade than his contemporaries, and I think he's hoping for that, and we are, but I believe I would look at about a C- right now if I were grading him.
Are you looking forward to an Obama administration, a change?
You know, I am remarkably pleased with Obama. I had grave misgivings about him, but so help me, he's come in forcefully, intelligently. He's picked the middle-of-the-road cabinet, and so far, if he continues down this course, he has the makings of a great president. So I'm very pleased so far.
Well, that's interesting. Well, my first conclusion from that is Pat Robertson lost a lot of money in the stock market, and he is not happy about how Bush has handled it. You remember how upset O'Reilly got a couple of weeks back when he was yelling at Barney Frank, "You guys blew it! You blew it! A lot of people lost a lot of money!" Really, Bill? Who lost a lot of money? Anyway, I sense that a little bit from Pat Robertson. But to be fair here, I largely agree with Robertson for the first time in my life. He says, look, the financial bailout, I don't really know who it's helping. I guess it's helping the banks, but what happened to helping the consumers or helping average Americans? That doesn't seem to be coming down there at all. And he's nailed Bush on the three things that are absolutely inexcusable and a total failing grade. Katrina, you know, the aftermath of the initial Iraq war, the rebuilding, whatever you want to call it, the Civil War, etc., and this economic crisis. That's three solid Fs on his report card. So Robertson's being a little generous by giving a C-, but remember, Pat Robertson is a stalwart Republican. He ran for president as a Republican. He's a hard right-winger, conservative, evangelical minister who is, you know, way to the right of most people in America, and he's still giving the president C-. And then finally, look at that, saying about Obama, he's remarkably pleased with how he's handled things. Now, that's important. Obama's trying to do reach out, and I know that some progressives get angry about it, but at least on the upside, it's clearly working in reaching out to some of these conservatives that he does want to bring into the 10 so that we can all move forward. So on that note, you got to give credit to Obama that he's done a good job in achieving that goal so far. So why are you still a Republican? I mean, what's the reason for you to hold on to what you claim is really a failing administration? And by the way, you know what his answer to that is going to be. Same thing as always. Pro-life. You can screw up the economy, you can screw up the world, and you can cause the deaths of all these people and the calamities in the financial markets, etc., etc. But if you're pro-life, it washes it all away. You can take the most incompetent person in the world, Bush, Palin, and if they're pro-life, they would pick them over someone who is the most competent person in the world. Well, when you have that kind of irrationality, what can you do with it? Can't do anything with it. Can't work with it. Can't win with it. Can't vote with it. So That's the situation for, unfortunately, a lot of these people. That's why I want to knock down this myth of abortion in the Bible. There is no such thing. Hi, it's Cenk again. I want to tell you two quick things. One, we have a whole YouTube channel where we put up clips on politics, entertainment, sports, every piece of news that we find interesting or entertaining that day. So check out the Young Turks YouTube channel. Also, our website, theyoungturks.com, has the whole 3-hour show, so you can get the context behind some of these clips. So check that out as well. You could podcast the show from theyoungturks.com. Thanks for watching.